A sweet smile, shining eyes. Yet this young schoolboy, Mohammed Emwazi, would some years later only show his menacing eyes through the slit of a balaclava as Jihadi John.
Today, your military air force is attacking us daily in Iraq.
Yet at his primary school in West London, a 10-year-old like any other, nicknamed Mo, his hobbies football and computer games. His school yearbook says his favourite book was How to Kill a Monster. No one could predict he would turn into a monster who killed. At his former high school, one of his teachers, who asked to remain anonymous, said he was initially a shy boy, but one who needed anger management.
He used to get into fights, but not a huge amount. But we'd find that he'd get very angry and worked up, and it would take him a long time to calm himself down. So we did a lot of work as a school to help him with his anger and to control his emotions, and it seemed to work.
Those who prayed with him near the family's home said he was a strict Muslim and never thought he'd get involved in terrorism.
When he graduated from the uni, he was a quite happy guy. He was thinking to go forward to do something like a job or something. Nothing to do like something like this. Even we never realized that he will go to be jihadi.
And for the families of the murdered hostages, the mother of James Foley can't believe a clever London boy grew into Jihadi John.
He did have the benefits of a comfortable upbringing, and yet he's using his gifts and talents for such hatred and brutality.
How Mohammed Emwazi turned from a pupil at this Church of England primary school to a radicalised murderer in Syria still isn't clear. What is clear is that the so-called Islamic State weren't the first to recruit him. MI5 tried 6 years ago, and now growing questions about what it and the police knew. But those involved in intelligence denied MI5 approaches to Mohammed Emwazi had radicalised him.
By an approach, if that's what happens, you give the opportunity to the individual to draw back from the terrorist groups that he's about to, it's usually a he, sometimes a she, about to mix with. And you also give them a warning. But the idea that somehow being spoken to by a member of MI5 is a radicalising act, I think this is very false and very transparent.
But with hundreds of Britons fighting in Syria, the Prime Minister defended MI5 and 6 and promised to hunt the hostage killers.
We will do everything we can with the police, with the security services, with all that we have at our disposal to find these people and put them out of action.
The fear is the increasing number of British schoolboys who grow up and become radicalised. Lucy Manning, BBC News.